food was very much on the menu this merger Monday. White Wave Foods bought organic greens grower Earthbound Farm for $600 million at a healthy multiple of between 8 and 10 times EBITDA, sources tell the deal's Taina Rosa, as consumer clamor for natural foods continues apace. But the big deal of the day was food distribution giant Sysco acquiring rival U.S. Foods for a cash, debt, and stock deal valued at $8.2 billion. That transaction will unite the number one in the industry, Sysco, with the number two, U.S. Foods. It would create a company whose annualized sales are expected to be about $65 billion and that will generate operating cash flows of approximately $2 billion. U.S. Foods PE owners Clayton, Dubier & Rice and KKR aren't taking home a big return yet. Sources tell Taina that the deal works out to about a 1.5 times return at Sysco's share price the day the deal was announced. The stock took a nice jump on the merger news, closing up $3.31 per share, or 9.65%, at $37.62 Monday. Since the PE firms bought U.S. Foods in 2007 for $7.1 billion, most of that in debt, they haven't extracted a dividend, but they did take a 13% stake in Sysco, which could pay off down the road. The only possible fly in the ointment, of course, the Federal Trade Commission. After all, you don't put the first and second largest companies in a sector together without at least a measure of scrutiny from regulators and perhaps some asset sales. Sysco CEO Bill Delaney, who will head up the new food distributor once the merger is complete, said on the conference call held to discuss the deal that the Sysco-U.S. Foods combination would have about a 25% market share. That's certainly more than enough to make regulators take notice. Though there are a lot of smaller competitors, about 16,000 according to Delaney's count, which the merger partners will likely argue to the FTC in defense of the deal. In the meanwhile, look out for more deal activity in the sector, both to satisfy regulators and to keep abreast of competitors. I'm Paula Schaap, and that's the Deal Report.